took it, I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go, I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. Ain't leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot, you only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on to ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni again hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my sit Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a savvy for BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You know pretend, you know the lie, you know the game. You know what's up?
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And some room to work. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Run.
Mayfield on play action. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Mayfield on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Watson swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! David Njoku from a yard out. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0. Audier Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. They find some, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. even at 7 now as they kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Watson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open work. To his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They go play action. Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Damian Wilson in on the stop.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mayfield finding Anderson for the Panthers first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mayfield's throw is caught here by Anderson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 44 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Watson on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So first that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
His throw caught at about the 5. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Mayfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashard Higgins from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, Watson. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
York able to send this one through.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And the half will begin with a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end, Njoku. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Well, this is, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Off to Thomas on the left side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 164 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield to throw it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11.
Hey, alert!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sidelines.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And again, it's Chubb. stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Chubb fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
and Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Here's Baker.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. And we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.